Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Chapmanville Middle School, where we are getting set for the varsity action here between the Ripley Vikings and the Chapmanville Tigers. Chris Kidd with you, alongside me, J.J. Pruitt, and Coach David Jones here this evening. This will be a big matchup between these two. Getting two of the top teams in their respective conferences in the MVAC. As the starting lineups just concluded for Ripley, and now starting lineups set to be introduced here for the Chapmanville Tigers in their light show. Again, we saw the high school's light show on Saturday night, and now sit back and enjoy the light show here for the middle school club.
Number 12, LJ. Number 13, Parker. Number 0, Taylor.
Starting lineups for the Tigers and the Vikings here tonight. Brody Carter, LJ Copley, Parker Miller, Aiden Carter, and Judah Wilson for the Tigers. For Ripley, it'll be Clendenin, Hudnall, Waskey, Smith, and Blake in the starting lineup for Ripley. So again, 6-minute quarters. Both these teams coming in with solid records, ready to have a great contest here tonight as Chapmanville coming off that loss on Saturday night to Madison 46-41, trying to get back on the right track here this evening as Wilson controls the tip. Copley will give it off to Carter, and we're underway. Brody Carter gives it off to Copley, now to Miller. A little weave up top. Now Carter finds a lane, drives in. This shot rolls off. Rebound taken away underneath by Clendenin. He'll look up ahead. Blake looking to try and get someone to relieve the ball to. Finds Waskey. He'll get it back over for Clendenin. Now to the top of the key. Blake hands it off. Into the corner for Blaker. Step back for a long two. That one comes up short. And Aiden Carter with the rebound. On the JV game, both sides won about 2.5 minutes in the first quarter without scoring. Trying to get off to a quicker start here as that jumper off by Wilson, taken by Clendenin. He'll come up ahead, pulls on the three. That one off the heel of the rim and taken away by Brody Carter. Again, Chapmanville won that JV game against Ripley 34-30. Good back and forth contest. It was a great drive, and Brody Carter able to bank it home for the game's first two. Full court pressure here by Chapmanville. In the backcourt, Waskey gets it up ahead. Now Smith goes near side. Good passing here by Ripley as they go underneath. Waskey turnaround jumper. Hudnall getting it on the inside, and he'll hit the turnaround. Both teams on the board now here early in the first quarter. 2-2 your score. Ripley will pick up man-to-man across midcourt as Carter drives hard on the right side, and boy, he turned on the afterburners there and gets all the way in for two. Brody Carter with 4 points. Hart open up this contest. Smith kicks it over far side. Clendenin back out front. We'll give it over for Waskey. Waskey trying to find some space, kicks over Clendenin, almost lost it out of bounds. We'll kick it back out now as Blake pull-up jumper inside the paint, won't fall, but Blake, great follow-up on his miss. Dumps it back for Hudnall, goes up, no good this time. Rebound tipped out, Clendenin gets it, throws it back at the rim, and Clendenin gets it to rattle home. And Ripley wanting a quick timeout. And that will be a 30-second timeout here for Ripley with 3:47 to go here in the first quarter. We'd like to thank our sponsors here tonight, helping us bring you the action. Diamond Flagging, Logan Bank and Trust, Trend Services, the 1910 restaurant in downtown Logan, Wide Eye Care, Logan Regional Medical Center, 304 Motorsports, Tug Valley Wellness Clinic, Missy Birchfield, State Farm Agent. Set to go back to action. Smell My Tarts. I want to thank them as well here being with us this evening. All tied at 4-4. Chapmanville with the ball out of the Ripley 30-second timeout. Get it out for Wilson. Carter. All 4 of Chapmanville's points thus far. Thought about a 3, instead drives in, kicks it out to Aiden Carter. He'll lob it cross court for Copley. Copley now back over. Good defense on both sides to start this game as Carter gets it in the corner. This one up just short. Rebounded by Wilson, though, goes back up, and he's rejected from behind. Good battle, though, inside. Is putting it back up is Miller, and he'll be fouled. Get that foul on Hudnall. That'll be his first. Miller sinks the first free throw. Miller had a couple of bank-in three-pointers on Saturday night. Pivotal moments in that third and fourth quarter kept Chapmanville in the game. Here he cans his 2 free throws to start this contest. 6-4, Chapmanville in the lead. Nearly midway through the first quarter. Blake will get it out front. Cans it off left side for Smith. They dump it down low now to Hudnall. He draws a double team, and he'll be fouled on the play. They're going to get Copley on the foul that time. That's one team foul on both sides. Smith able to get by, puts up the left-handed runner. Misses off the back iron and taken by Chapmanville. Now Brody Carter swings over for Copley, back out to Carter. They play catch, back over to Copley. He'll launch a 3 and knocks it down from the left wing. First triple of the game for either side, and Chapmanville's pushed their lead out to 5. Smith lobs it up ahead. Driving in is Blake, kicks it back out, but there's Brody Carter again as he intercepts it. He's had a strong opening to this contest for Chapmanville. Over to Copley, another 3 up. This time just too strong as Miller fights for the rebound. Bombs it over for Wilson, back out front for Carter. Now Wilson will pull on the 3 and he'll crank it home. I don't know if he called glass or not there, but he'll take it, and so will Chapmanville. So the lead now swells to 8. Up ahead. Now here's Blake driving in on the left side on Copley. Copley cuts him off. Blake trying to get rid of it. They get it back out front. 3 launch straight on and knocked back down by Waski. So good response by Ripley. 12-7. Chapmanville leads as they go back and forth here in the last couple of minutes. Into the corner. Miller gets a defender to fly by. He'll take the 3. This one rolls out. Taken away by Hudnall. Now here comes Waski into the front court. Trying to put some moves on Carter, and we get a whistle. They're going to get a push on Aiden Carter. That'll be the second team foul on Chapmanville. As I mentioned it during the JV game, if you hear me snotting and coughing and things like that, just working through a cold, everybody. Again, we're all playing hurt, so I'm not special. I know we're all fighting through things here tonight. Just, bear with me on some of those here this evening as this ball ripped away from Miller. Hudnall able to come up with it. He'll lob it up ahead. Hudnall catches it down on the block. Had a double team in his face, tried to fit it over. Now Blake, as his putback won't fall. Once again, rebound by Ripley, and Hudnall will be fouled. And this is where Coach Tomlin was trying to make a point to his club in the last time out, was get on the boards, rebound. These are some big boys inside for Ripley. So we've got good size on both ends here tonight. Hudnall's first free throw misses off to the right. First free throw attempt of the game for Ripley. Hudnall gets the second free throw to rattle home. 12-8, Chapmanville leads it. Under 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Into the corner for Aiden Carter. Possession arrows in Ripley's favor going into quarter number 2, and unless we get a tie-up before then, Carter gets it in the left corner. 3, this time too strong. Copley chases down the rebound, slams it back in play, but it ends up finding Wilson. Chapmanville retains possession. Aiden Carter gets inside, kicks it out. Miller, corner 3 up. This one too strong. There's Wilson on the glass. He goes up, and Hudnall with a rejection. Taken now by Clendena as he gets it up ahead. Now Smith looks inside. Blake almost traveled with it, kept his pivot foot, but was a little off kilter trying to get that shot off, and now a foul on Ripley with 5.9 seconds left. And that's going to be Hudnall, and that's going to be number 2 on him. There's a big call early in this game as Shockey will check in. Hudnall will check out now with those 2 fouls. Chapmanville get the final look of the quarter here perhaps as Carter catches near midcourt, down to 2, down to 1. He's going to have to heave from deep. Count it for Brody Carter as he hits from 25+ feet to end the first quarter, and Chapmanville leads it 15-8. We'll be back after this as you're watching middle school basketball action right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Here at Logan Bank and Trust, we are committed to serving the needs of the Southern Coalfields.
For any of your financial needs, we encourage you to stop by one of our 5 convenient locations or apply online today at lbnt.com.
Whether you choose to stop by or visit us online, our team is here to help you every step of the way.
Buying a new home, expanding your business? Choose Logan Bank and Trust. Let's bank together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Logan Regional Medical Center, our comprehensive inpatient rehabilitation program helps get you back to living life. With an 8-bed unit for patients 18 and over, our caring team of doctors, nurses, and rehabilitation specialists work with you, providing a full line of services to help you restore your capabilities and get you back home and back to living. Logan Regional Medical Center, providing inpatient rehabilitation close to home.
Start of quarter number 2 here from Chapmanville Middle School. Chris Kidd, J.J. Pruitt, David Jones here with you this evening. Brody Carter, big first quarter, 7 points for him, and that deep 3 to end the period. That's Chapmanville with a 7-point lead until now as Waskey answers with his second 3 of the game. He's got 6. Just that quickly, lead back down to 4 as these two have gone back and forth. Been very physical thus far in this contest. Wilson at the top of the key. Takes it over for Carter. Carter waiting around now. Get a whistle and a turnover on Chapmanville. Chase Blankenship into the game for the Tigers for the first time. He had 9 to help lead the way in the JV contest for the Tigers. Waskey will kick it out. Give it over near side for Blake. His jumper rolls out. Rebound taken underneath as Hudnall, Brotherton into the game for the first time, They get it back into the corner and 3 rattles home for Clendena. So back-to-back 3s to start this second quarter, and Ripley gets that quickly back to within 1. So they go zone now. Chapmanville going to have to try and figure out a way to probe this zone as Carter gives it over to Blankenship, back out for Carter. Thought about a shot for a second. Now Aiden Carter. Swing it over for Blankenship. He gets a little space, and he'll bury a three. First points of the second quarter for the Tigers as Blankenship picks up where he left off in the JV game. Up ahead, Brotherton. He'll drive inside. Tough wraparound pass, almost able to find his man, but it'll go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Vikings, trailing it by 4. It's been a three-point barrage to start this second quarter on both sides. And Denon lobs it in. Dangerous pass, but Brotherton there to save it. He'll kick it out. Waski, a couple of threes, trying to get off a shot. Gives it back to Brotherton. He'll drive right side. He'll be cut off. Able to find Waski. Now you see Chapmanville in their zone, so both sides changing things up here in this second quarter as man-to-man both sides were getting torched by each other. Now Waski's going to heave from deep, and I think it was fouled on the play as well. And they're going to get the foul on Aiden Carter on a push, so that'll be 3 free throws now for Waski. That'll be number 2 on Aiden Carter. He was in a lot of foul trouble the other night, was Aiden Carter against Madison. And was out in key moments of that game, and now he'll likely check out here as L.J. Copley at the scores table. Getting set to check in as Waski gets the first 2 to rattle home. So his total up to 8 now. Waski a chance to bring this back to a 1-point game. This one rolls out, taken away by Wilson. 3:40 to go here in the first half. 18-16 lead for the Tigers. Copley into the corner. Blankenship gets a clean look. This one off the front of the iron. Wilson came charging in. Couldn't corral it, and rebound taken away by Shockey. Here comes Ripley looking to tie or take the lead. Waski inside. What a move and what a roll he got there. He put it on the rim. Let it do its work, and now Ripley has caught Chapmanville. We're all even at 18 apiece. Waski has 7 of the 10 points here in the second quarter for Ripley. They've outscored the Tigers 10-3 thus far. Carter will get it over from Miller. Under 3 minutes to go now in the first half. Copley back out front. They reset Carter. His zone slowing Chapmanville down right now. Trying to find some openings here. Then they got Wilson working the middle, trying to see if they can work anything out of that inside out. Carter gives it off. Copley goes cross court, and that pass gets away and out of bounds. Good defense by the Vikings that time, able to force the turnover. Now they've got a chance to take the lead. Gets a screen up top, gets some space, he'll go for 3 and he'll knock it down. He has been a flamethrower here tonight so far, especially in this second quarter. That's his third 3 of the game and 13 points overall for Waski. The Vikings take a 3-point lead with 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Waiting out top. Over to Copley, again only 3 points here in the second quarter for Chapmanville, trying to deal with this zone. They go to the left block, good passing that time by the Tigers, and Miller able to get free on the left block for a 2. And that was what the doctor ordered for Chapmanville, trying to work against that zone. It's Clendenin, drives in right side, got a clean pass, but couldn't finish it. Rebound fought for, Shockey gets it and puts it back up and in. 23-20, Ripley leads it. And they've done a great job on the glass here in the first half. Blankenship will get it out front for Carter. And Tigers doing the right thing, trying to be patient, finding some openings, and there's one that's opened up. Blankenship got inside but couldn't hit the jumper. And Ripley got a little impatient and gambled on a steal that time and nearly paid the price as Waskey misses on that three. Haven't seen too many miss so far from him, but now Brotherton's going to go for the three, and it rolls out on him. Taken away by Chapmanville. Here they come into the front court. It's Carter. Drives in, goes around, dumps it back. What a pass to Copley, but can't finish on the shot. Now the Vikings with another opportunity. Final 30 seconds of the half. Waskey stepping back. And foul going to be committed up top on Brody Carter. That'll be his first. Again, Waskey has just been a menace in this first half for this Chapmanville defense. And he's got 13 of their 23 points so far. Blake, good drive, kicks it over to Brotherton. He'll take a three from the left side, and boy, he's at 2 threes that both popped out on him back to back here. Now here's Wilson with 8 seconds left. Drives inside, counted, and the foul for Judah Wilson. A strong take, and he got the contact. And a chance to try and tie things now with 6.3 seconds to go in the half. I believe they got that foul on Waskey, and they did. That's the first on him. Free throw off the mark. Brotherton grabs the rebound. Ripley going to go here with 2, with 1. Waskey gets all the way inside. He'll lay it up. Rolls out as the half comes to an end. And what a breakneck pace we had in these first 12 minutes between these two clubs as Ripley comes back from a 7-point first quarter deficit, and they lead it now 23-22 here at the half. And I believe the cheerleaders are going to come out and perform here. A little part of their routine. We're going to see what producers Coach Jones and Mr. Pruitt want to do here. As, again, we're trying to start giving you a little bit more of the halftime show where we can. So we're trying to see if the cheerleaders will be performing here at half. I believe that's what Coach Jones and JJ were told. So while I tally things up here, we'll keep things here and try and catch a little bit of the Chapmanville Middle School girls' halftime performance.
The Chapmanville Middle School cheerleaders competed this past Saturday. They want to perform their game day for you all. It is a football cheer, so maybe a little confusing, but let's go, girls.
performance for the Chapmanville Middle School cheerleaders here at halftime of this matchup between the Tigers and the Vikings, as the Vikings lead at 23-22 here at intermission. We'll step aside for a break and be back after this as you're watching middle school basketball action on the D&D Sports Network. Start of quarter number 3 here tonight from Chapmanville Middle School. Chris Kidd, J.J. Pruitt, and Coach David Jones with us. As apparently clock hadn't started yet. You know, Samantha Carter, you may have had a 12-hour shift today, but that is no excuse for messing up the clock, I swear. Sam's been good to me the last couple of days over here, so just giving her a hard time. But yeah, she said she's got to have a 12-hour shift, and I said, and he wanted you to come here and keep scorebook? I said, I'd have been asleep at the house. She's tougher than I am. As Carter kicks it out for Miller. Miller gets to the free throw line. Chapmanville trailing by 1 after that second quarter barrage from the Vikings. As Carter with a 3 from the near side. That one hits the front iron. Comes off as Hudnall grabs the rebound. And Waskey led all scorers with 13 points in the first half. As Clendenin had 5, Hudnall had 3, and Shockey with 2 for the Vikings. As Waskey off on that one, then pass thrown away as Miller takes it. And Brody Carter led Chapmanville with 7 points. Wilson had 5. Parker Miller had 4. Blankenship and L.J. Copley each had 3 in the first half. Wilson, nice fake, drives by, but can't get the shot in over Hudnall. It's taken back by Ripley here. A minute gone in the third quarter. Swing it back for Waskey. Takes another deep 3. Boy, this kid's got a lot of range. That one was too strong. Drives in, kicks it out. Smith, he'll try one now. This one off the mark. Long rebound tipped out again, and we're going to get a whistle and a push. As it'll stay here with Ripley. And holding on to that 1-point lead. Again, both sides hit 4 3-pointers in the first half. Ripley with a slight advantage at the line, going 3 of 5. Chapman was 2 of 3 as we get a tie-up off the inbounds, and it'll stay here with Ripley. And Ripley outscored Chapmanville 15-7 in the second quarter after Chapmanville outscored them 15-8 in the first quarter. So underneath, Hudnall goes up against Miller. Nice defense by Miller as helped cause the miss. Now here comes Chapmanville back into the front court. It's trying to reclaim the lead here. Miller drives in against this zone, kicks it out. Copley with a good look. This one off the back of the iron. Wilson fighting for the rebound, but Blake able to tip it out. Ball still loose, and Smith comes away with it. Here come the Vikings as Waskey gets inside, pull-up jumper, and just smooth by Waskey again. His 15th point of the evening, 25-22, Ripley leads it. And this zone has made a big difference for Ripley since going to it in the second quarter. Chapmanville's been able to find a couple of holes and been able to take advantage a couple of times. Let's see what adjustments Coach Tomlin and his crew have made since halftime to try and counteract this. They've had a couple of good looks here so far in the third quarter, but now Coach Tomlin doesn't like what he's seeing, and he calls for a full timeout with 3:32 to go here in the third quarter. We'll be back after this as you're watching middle school basketball action on the D&D Sports Network.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza.
Game day energy is in the air. The crowd's roaring, the players are locked in, and every moment feels electric. Bring that same fire home with Smell My Tarts. Bold, handcrafted scents that keep your spirit pumped long after the buzzer. Smell My Tarts, where team pride meets amazing fragrance.
Back to action here at Chapmanville Middle School. Chris Kidd, J.J. Pruitt, Coach David Jones with you. As 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Only 2 points scored thus far here in the second half. Those coming from Ripley. It's out front, Carter. He'll get a good look for a three. Just too strong and taken by Smith. Now the Vikings trying to take a two-possession lead on this trip as Waskey dumps it down low. Hudnall had a good path initially and now bullies his way up with it, and he'll put it in. That's 5 points now for Hudnall and a 5-point lead for Ripley. Wilson looks for Copley. Nice backdoor to Aiden Carter. Gets it up, and Aiden Carter will lay it in. There's the first two of the night for him. Again, he picked up those 2 fouls in the first quarter that sidelined him. Now Smith able to answer on the other end as that's his first bucket of the game. And now the 5th three of the game for Ripley. 30-24 now, largest lead for Ripley here tonight. Out front, Carter gets it over. Miller dumps it in for Wilson. Little turnaround jumper, won't fall. Rebound taken by the Vikings. So Chapmanville's gotten some shots they wanted here in this third quarter. Just not falling right now for the Tigers as Smith, left wing three. This one won't fall and hits the top of the backboard. So that'll give it over to Chapmanville. With 2:05 left here in the quarter as Brotherton checks back in for the Vikings. And Stover checking in as well for Ripley. Blankenship set to check back in at the next whistle for Chapmanville. Wilson, strong drive here, nice fake, gets up, can't bank it in, and a whistle and a foul on Chapmanville. And just nothing falling for the Tigers right now here in this second half. That foul on Wilson will be his second. Full court pressure as Waskey will lob it up for Blake. Blake gets it across the timeline, back to Brotherton. Minute 40 to go here in the third as Waskey will give it back. Blake on the drive, pull-up jumper short. Rebounded by Hudnall, and he'll be fouled from behind. And if that's Wilson, that's going to be his third. And it will be number 3 on Judah Wilson. Chance now for Hudnall to push this to a 3-possession game as first free throw off the mark. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors for helping us bring you the action tonight. Diamond Flagging Company, Logan Bank and Trust, Trend Services, the 1910 Restaurant in downtown Logan, White Eye Care, Logan Regional Medical Center, 304 Motorsports, Tuck Valley Wellness Clinic, Missy Birchfield State Farm Agent, as well as Smell My Tarts. Hudnall able to get 1 of 2 free throws. Just go inside, and now we get a whistle. Going to get a foul on Waskey. That'll be his second. Again, Chapmanville scored only 9 points since the first quarter, only 2 this quarter so far in his zone defense. It's caused Chapmanville trouble. Chapmanville also struggling to knock down some of the looks they're getting as Blankenship gets a decent look here, but that one too strong. Miller chases it down in the corner. The Tigers will get another look as we go under a minute to go in the third. Carter gives it back for Aiden Carter. Now over to Wilson. Wilson will shovel it over for Miller, and again Ripley getting more aggressive now here in the final minute with this zone. Miller on the wing, gets it into the corner for Aiden Carter. Tried to get up a shot, instead gives it back out to Brody Carter. We said Ripley just recovering so well on the defensive end every time. Chapmanville keeps working the ball as Wilson, strong drive to the left side, to the left hand, and they'll finish. So great possession there for Chapmanville and a much needed bucket. 20 seconds to go in the period as Stover kicks it out front. Waskey gets a good look and buries it again. Oh, he's been money all night long. That's his 4th three and 18th point. It's 5 seconds to go in the quarter now. Over to Aiden Carter. Fakes with 1 second. He'll heave it up at the horn. No good. And that'll do it for the third quarter as Ripley outscores Chapmanville by 7 for the second straight quarter, and they lead it now 34-26 going to the final quarter. Back after this as you're watching middle school basketball action on the D&D Sports Network.
Smokey Armstrong here from United Motorsports of Belfry. Looking for your next adventure? We've got the motorcycles, side-by-sides, and ATVs needed to take your riding to the next level. Whether you're hitting the track, enjoying the trails, exploring the open road, or seeking comfort and style, we've got you covered with trusted brands like Honda, Polaris, and Kawasaki. At United Motorsports, we're not just about selling power sports, we're passionate about helping you find the perfect ride. Our team will work with you to customize your vehicle, offer expert advice, and provide top-notch service. No matter where your adventure takes you, ready to get started? Call us at 606-237-7311 or visit www.unitedmotorsportsbelfry.com or stop by today. Your next ride is waiting.
Quarter number 4 here from Chapmanville Middle School. Chris Kidd, J.J. Pruitt. Coach David Jones here tonight as well. As Chapmanville trying to get on track here as we start the final period. And trying to avoid back-to-back home losses here after the 46-41 loss to Madison on Saturday night. Top of the key, they work it into the middle, nice back door to Miller, can't finish at the rim, and again it's been that type of half for Chapmanville. Again, they've executed pretty well on the offensive side, they just haven't been able to get anything to fall. And now a foul against the Tigers. That'll be a hack on Parker Miller. Second foul on Miller. They lob it in, Wilson tips it away, but it'll stay with the Vikings. Attempt that lob again. This time they get it into Blake. Swaski will take it. Drives to the left elbow, cut off. Kicks it out. Stover, he'll launch a three. This one off to the left. Once again an offensive board, though, and Shockey will put it back in. The size and the shooting of Ripley tonight has been a problem for the Tigers. Shooting specifically on Waski's end. Again, he's got half the points for Ripley, 18 of the 36. Pass inside, deflected and stolen away. Now this 10-point lead has a chance to grow more. Brotherton got robbed on a couple threes in the first half. This one off the back iron. Back out to Waski, fakes, drives in, goes up with a floater, and he'll connect, and the foul. He has just been phenomenal tonight for the Vikings. He's now scored 20 points in this contest and a chance for more. As they get the foul on Judah Wilson, that'll be the 4th on him. Back to the free throw line. It's 2 of 3 tonight. Beckner was fouled on a three-pointer in the second quarter, and Waski will complete the and one, and Ripley will call for time with 4:52 to go here in the fourth quarter. Back after this as you're watching middle school basketball action on the D&D Sports Network.
Getting ready for sports means protecting those eyes. Up to 90% of sport-related eye injuries can be prevented with proper eye protection. White Eye Care knows this and is committed to providing the best protective sportswear for your child's eyes. As a proud sponsor of our community sports programs, we want to see our kids protected, from the little ones up to the big leagues. Our huge selection of eyewear makes finding that perfect pair easy. So win big this season. Call White Eye Care in Logan for an appointment today.
Here at Logan Bank and Trust, we are committed to serving the needs of the Southern coalfields.
For any of your financial needs, we encourage you to stop by one of our 5 convenient locations or apply online today at lbnt.com.
Whether you choose to stop by or visit us online, our team is here to help you every step of the way.
Buying a new home, expanding your business? Choose Logan Bank and Trust. Let's bank together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Here in this fourth quarter, Chris Kidd, J.J. Pruitt, Coach David Jones with you here tonight. The Tigers Looking for some offense in a hurry now, trailing by 13 as Copley's three off the back iron, rebounded by Blake underneath. Again, only 4 points here in the second half for Chapmanville. They have just had their struggles from the field here tonight as Blake's jumper won't fall. Shockey with the offensive board, backs his way in, can't finish. There's Blake on the rebound, leaves it short. Rebound tipped into the corner, Brotherton gets it. So the offensive rebounding continuing to pay dividends tonight for Ripley as Wasky throwing it a few times tonight off the mark. Aiden Carter gets it over, Copley long two, that one won't fall as it creeps into the corner. Blake able to save it to Stover. Time ticking down to 3:50 here as Wasky pulls up for a long three. That time didn't hit anything and almost saved by Blake. It stepped on the baseline. They'll give it back over to Chapmanville. Do they have a run in them here as they're going to bring in another shooter at the next whistle with Cole Deskins. Blankenship looks for Copley. Entry pass to Wilson. Back out to Blankenship. Well executed and almost able to capitalize on it. That three pops out on Blankenship. Wasky will drive in left side, gets by everyone, but misses at the rim. And that time gets just a little too easy for him after some of the shots he's made here tonight. Inside for Carter to kick it back out. Now Brody Carter, he'll take a three. That one won't fall either, as it'll be deflected out of bounds and stay with Chapmanville with 3:01 left. Now Deskins will check in for Copley. They're trying to find someone to get it into, but it's thrown away. Again, good pressure by Ripley that time. They just couldn't hook up. So now they just changed the trajectory of where the ball will be inbounded from since no one touched it. Wasky get it in. Chapmanville in dire need right now. Some turnovers and points here in these last 3 minutes as Ripley has dominated this second half. Stover with a three, no good, but it falls right into Shockey's hands and he'll lay it in. 6 points for Shockey. 41-26. Ripley now in complete control as Brody Carter, tough floater, can't get it to fall. Rebound into the corner, body's crashing as it goes out of bounds. And it'll go over the Ripley, they say. Now we'll have a sub check in here for Chapmanville as Wilson will check out. Stapleton will check in. And Coach Tomlin just trying to find anybody on the floor that might be able to put the ball in the basket right now. And sometimes you just have these type of evenings where nothing's going to fall for you. It looked promising in the first quarter for Chapmanville, but since that first quarter, they just haven't been able to get what they've needed on the offensive end. Again, just 11 points since that 15-point first quarter. Let's get a foul on Shockey underneath for going over the back. Chapmanville brings it across the timeline. Aiden Carter inside the free throw line, won't fall. Rebound, Aiden Carter able to get it, kicks it out. Over to Deskins. Down to 2:10 and counting here on the fourth. Carter drives inside, puts up a floater. That one won't fall either as Wasky grabs the rebound, and he'll be fouled in the backcourt by Brody Carter. Now Ripley, they're going to empty the bench here or make a complete change. And they called that a two-shot foul. And again, that was only 3 team fouls. It was only 3 team fouls. I don't know how they called that a shooting foul, but I think they may have mistook the 5 on the board as 5 team fouls. Again, Brody Carter was the one that committed the foul. So okay, so I think the officials realized that there was a mistake made there, as like I said, they had Brody Carter's number on the board, which is a 5, and I think they mistook that for 5 team fouls. It's only the 3rd team foul against Chapmanville, so that'll wipe out that free throw. It's Hudnall, Clendenin, Smith, Waskey, all on the floor, along with Lane for the first time, as Clendenin almost lost it on the way up, then throws it off the side of the backboard as Blankenship clears it out. Miller will bring it across the timeline, minute 42 and counting. Chapmanville hasn't scored yet here in the 4th quarter, and as we said, only 4 points all this second half. Is that 3 no good from Blankenship? Rebound taken away by Waskey. He'll look inside. Lane all alone, and he'll lay it in. It has been a 20-4 thumping here in the second half. Ripley was only up by 1 at halftime, but they have outscored Chapmanville 20-4 here in the second half. As Carter drives in, he's blocked at the rim. Long outlet pass up ahead. Deskins knocks it away. Almost like a free safety that time, and then it'll be last touch by the Tigers with a minute 3 to go. As Ripley is going to come into the Tigers' backyard and pick up a key win here. Chapmanville, after tough back-to-back home losses, will look to regroup after this as they go inside the lane. Shot won't fall as Miller able to get the rebound loose. Final minute of play here in the 4th as Deskins takes it left side, jumper off the front of the rim, rebounded by Smith. So bring it into the front court with 40 seconds left. And Ripley just going to dribble out as much clock as they can now. Hudnall's pass knocked away and stolen away as Stapleton got his hands on it. Jumper on the way for Miller. That one rolls out no good. It's down to 17 seconds, and Waskey, it ends up in his hands, and probably rightfully so. Again, 21 points on the evening for him. A phenomenal effort by that young man to help carry the offensive load for the Vikings as they went going away here in the second half, 43-26 as the final scoring on both sides, starting with Chapmanville. Again, they were led by Wilson and Brody Carter with 7 points. Then you had Miller with 4, Copley with 3, and Blankenship with 3. Aiden Carter with 2 to round out the scoring for Ripley. Waskey led the way with 21 points. Then you had Shockey and Hudnall with 6 each, Clendenin with 5, Smith with 3, and Lane with 2. It's time now for our Tug Valley Wellness Clinic player of the game, and it is Waskey for the Ripley Vikings. Again, 21 points here tonight, 4 3-pointers to help Ripley come away with a 43-26 win this evening. Well, JJ, I and Coach Jones, we'll be back with you on Wednesday night. So we'll be with you all week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe even Saturday as well, as we may be in man on Wednesday night for some high school basketball action. So join us then here on the D&D Sports Network. But for Coach Jones, Mr. Pruitt, I'm Mr. Kidd saying so long tonight here from Chapmanville,